Today on an all-new Dr. Phil, the shocking viral video.
An alleged bully went after a visually impaired student.
He said he didn't know you were blind.
He knew. He would call me a blind bitch.
A classmate stops the attack.
I saw the kid getting into Austin's face. Why would you have to hurt him?
Now the boy hailed as a hero. And the blind teen speak out.
Honestly, I feel like you saved my life.
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
I try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, today we are talking about the viral video that everyone is talking about. A Huntington Beach high school student is being hailed as a hero after he was caught on tape defending the defenseless, punching an accused bully who was allegedly beating up on a legally blind classmate. Now, video of the incident was posted online and viewed more than 26 million times. As more and more people saw the shocking footage, the story took over the headlines. Take a look.
The tables are turned on an alleged bully who went after a visually impaired student at Huntington Beach High School. Another student stepped in to stop that attack.
Video of a Huntington Beach high school teenager apparently stepping in to defend another boy during a fight on campus Wednesday. Classmates say the victim is visually impaired and he was attacked for no reason.
I see this kid just like getting wailed on by another kid.
The incident, which police are investigating, happened during lunch. A student who knows the junior who knocked the alleged aggressor to the ground is thankful he protected a friend.
I mean, a lot of people have called him a hero. I personally would as well, for stepping in when no one else did.
A spokesperson from Huntington Beach High School says that bullying behavior will not be condoned. The school is working with the authorities to determine what action should be taken once the students who were involved and the witnesses are interviewed.
Well, the recording you just saw was shot by a fellow student. Now, the accused bully, who was charged with misdemeanor battery after this incident, has a hat on, and he appears to be picking on 16-year-old Austin, who is visually impaired. Now, you'll see Cody sweep in on the right and come to Austin's rescue. I'm going to let you take a look at the full video, and there are some bleeps in here. Take a look.
God! Out of here. Hey, go! You okay, Austin? Good, Cody. All right, come here. Are you okay, dude? Like, you're not trying to jump a blind kid, bro? Dude, what's your problem? Get the away from him. He's punching a blind kid, bro. What the is your problem? I swear to God, dude, if you this kid again, I'll you up.
I've done a lot of shows about bullying. I've been to Capitol Hill at the request of Congress to come and testify about bullying because I'm so passionate about it. And today, for the first time, Cody Pines and Austin Higley are together and speaking out in an exclusive interview. And that is exciting for me to have both of you here. It's good to meet you guys, and I'm sorry for the circumstances that bring us here, but I'm glad we're here. Austin, how are you doing?
For the most part, it was pretty traumatizing, but I'm just working through it, and, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, so tell me what happened. What were you doing? What was going on when this happened? Why were you being hit?
I honestly have no idea. I walked up and asked him where his brother was, and he just kind of said, "Get out of here," So I was like, all right. And I turned around, and he kind of, I started to walk away, pushed me to the ground, and he let me get up. He stepped back pretty far, let me get up, and that's when it all went down. He just kind of ran at me, started throwing punches.
Now, you come into this video several seconds after he's getting pummeled. Yeah. but I'm glad you came in when you did. Where were you when all this started, and what did you first see? What did you notice?
I saw the kid getting into Austin's face and stuff, and then, like, I didn't even notice it was Austin until, like, I got closer. And whenever I noticed it was Austin, that's whenever, like, I went to go, like, help him after he started punching him.
Yeah, because you guys have known each other for a long time, right?
Yeah.
How long have you known each other?
Since about, like, elementary school.
When did you notice that it was Austin?
Well, at first, I just thought it was, like, a normal fight because, like, I don't know. I was just looking at him, and then as soon as he started punching him, like, I looked a little bit closer, and I was like, oh, that's Austin. And then I ran over there. Like, that's what pissed me off so much. I was like, because I've been around Austin, I know how he is and stuff, and, like, I know. He's my little homie, so.
Yeah.
So if that ever happened, you know.
So when you saw that it was him, and I mean, we see in the video this, we say alleged abuser because he's not been to court yet and all that. I know he's apologized for it and all, but we see he's grabbed him by the arm so he can't defend himself, and he can't see the punches coming either, and he's just wailing on him. What was your reaction when you saw that?
My reaction was just, like, go punch him as soon as I could. Like, I just ran up there and, like, I just swung my arm, and I was only trying to hit him once. I was just trying to get him off of him.
Well, that's all it took. You stopped it, and you know, I do want to say, in all seriousness, because I hate to see things resolved by violence, but I have to say, I, for one, thought your response was very measured. You came in, you stopped it instantly, and then you stopped. And I heard you say in the video, are you okay? Are you okay, Austin? You said, yeah, Cody, I'm okay. So it was obvious that you knew what was going on. He said he didn't know you were blind. Is that you were visually impaired? I know you're legally blind, visually impaired. Is that possible?
Not really, no. Like,
Not.
I think he knew.
I mean, he had to know, right?
He knew. I know he knew. I don't know the kid that well, but I know that he's met me before. He knows me, like, from before, so he knew.
So had he bullied you before?
A little bit, just before, you know, just, like, not physically like this, but just, like, you know, talking trash, and yeah.
Like, what would he say to you?
Well, can I say it on the air?
Well, I guess so. Is this your mom?
That's my mom.
Yeah. Can he say what he said? We'll bleep
okay
it out.
with
I'm not going to embarrass myself. We'll bleep it out.
I know what it is, so
Okay.
that's fine.
Would we use your permission?
Yes.
What did he say to you?
He would call me a blind bitch.
Okay. The accused bully says you picked the fight.
Honestly, there's plenty of people that can tell you that there's something wrong with that kid.
You don't go around picking a lot of fights with people you can't see, I assume.
Honestly, Cody, do I go around picking fights?
No.
And you wanted to clear some things up because there were reports that you were going to get kicked off the football team.
That's not true. I didn't get suspended or anything.
You didn't get suspended, and you weren't kicked off the football team. So I just wanted to clear that up. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Coming up next, what's the latest with the alleged bully in this video? Has he truly apologized? Where is he with regard to school? And what's the school's position on this whole thing? We'll be right back. I can't imagine, as a mother, seeing that video.
Out of here. Hey, Joe.
We didn't know the extent of it.
You okay, Austin?
I was sick to my stomach.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil.
Oprah Winfrey!
Oprah is back.
How y'all doing?
Her new life
I'm cleaning out my office in Chicago. I'm still letting go.
Her new passions.
You've changed a lot. So why did you stop this?
Her new series.
This is the biggest human event on Earth. You hear about love stories, but this is a love story.
Okay, I'm going to cry over that.
All new Dr. Phil. That's tomorrow.
We are back with the viral video that caught everyone's attention. A high school student is being hailed as a hero for taking down an alleged bully who was attacking a legally blind student. Both boys are here today in an exclusive interview. Their moms are here as well. And Cody's mom, Angie Pines, and Austin's mom, Cindy Higley, are in the audience. And Angie, when you first saw this video, what was your response?
I think I was confused at first. I didn't quite understand who was who in the video, and I had to watch it a few times, and it broke my heart. It made me, I think everything inside of me was just turning. And he called me at 6 in the morning and said, "Mom, it's all over the internet." I don't think I was prepared.
Once you looked at it and kind of figured out everything that had taken place, what did you think?
I don't know. I was proud and confused because I didn't know how to feel about taking violence with violence. But the more I thought about it, I was proud that he did it. Very proud.
Yeah. You know, and again, I was the first to say, you know, I don't think you solve things with violence, but there are times when you can stop a whole lot of injury and pain by a physical act. I mean, I think in this situation, Austin could have gotten hit 10 more times, or this kid could have gotten hit once. And so, I mean, it's the lesser of two evils in that situation. And I really think in this situation, you have to really acknowledge that it was measured. He did what he had to do to stop it and then stopped. You know, he could have jumped on top of that kid and pummeled him for another 10 blows, and he did not do that. He stopped what was happening and then attended to his friend. That seemed to me to be a very mature and measured thing to do. He did what he had to do to stop what was happening and then attended to his friend. What did you think when you saw this video?
It made me sick to my stomach when I saw it. To see your child, where you think they're at a safe place at school, get beat up defensively. So I couldn't believe how viral the thing went instantaneously. I felt horrible for him. I felt horrible that he was put in that position. And I was so proud of Cody. I was so proud of Cody that he was there. Austin was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and Cody was at the right place at the right time. And I'm happy he broke this up so it wasn't Austin laying on the ground bleeding.
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine as a mother seeing that video and knowing that's happening. That's got to be hard to watch.
Yeah.
It appears that the accused bully in this situation has been tweeting up a storm since the incident. While we cannot confirm that he is the one who actually posted them, the following sentiments have been posted by a Twitter account using his name. It says, Austin tried to start the fight. He didn't know Austin was blind. He apologized to Austin, so everyone needs to calm down. He has stitches and hopes everyone is happy. He's hated across America, and he already got beaten up. What else do people want? We reached out to the alleged bully and his parents, and they did not respond to us. We asked them to participate and come here. Have you had any contact with this individual since it happened?
I haven't.
You've not had any contact, Austin, at all?
Mm-mm.
Are you concerned about going back to school? Have you gone back to school?
From what I've gone back, twice just to check up on, my classes and my assignments and everything. On Honestly, I don't feel that concerned to go back because, I mean, I know Cody's got my back. There's plenty of...
I know you've been very humble about this whole thing.
Honestly, I feel like you saved my life.
Well, Austin, you're on national TV. Anything you want to say to Cody?
Honestly, I feel like you saved my life.
The student who recorded this video says they shot it because they too are bullied and hope that people would see Cody's heroism and think twice about how they treat others. And you know, when we've talked to you, Cody, I know you've been very humble about this whole thing. You don't feel like you're walking around with a cape blowing in the wind or anything behind you. He certainly doesn't see himself as a hero in this. I think you've said you were just helping out your buddy.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to people about bullying in this situation? Because I know you guys do have a message for kids across the country. I mean, is there anything you want to say?
Well, like, I've never been bullied whenever I was a kid, but I've known how it felt, like, with other kids. Like, I've been friends with kids that have been bullied and stuff, and I've known how they've been. Like, they've got really sad after being bullied, you know? My message to send out is just think about what you're doing whenever you're bullying someone. Like, that's another person's life. Like, if they bullied you, how would you feel? You know? No one needs that. Like, no one needs to be put down or anything like that. Like, he's Austin. He's a super chill kid, so, like, why would you have to do anything to him, you know? Why would you have to hurt him or anything?
If somebody's being bullied, step in, put your arm around their shoulder and say, hey, come on, hang out over here with us. Sit at our lunch table. Ride home with us. Wait for the bus with us over here. If the bully understands that's just not cool and we don't look up to you for that and you're going to get excluded if you do that, then I guarantee you they don't get the social currency they think they do. Cody stepped up, and God bless you for doing it, my friend. I'm so proud of you. I want to thank both of my guests, Cody and Austin, and their moms, Angie and Cindy. Now, while violence is never the answer, I think this can be a teachable moment for all teens and their parents. Treat each other with kindness and respect. Stand up for someone who needs help. Defend the defenseless, because it could be you next time. I can't tell you how many stories I've worked on where bullying has ended in tragedy. Teens are suffering, and they aren't even safe from online bullies when they're at home. Let's use this inspiring story as a jumping off point to talk to our kids and remind them to stand up for what is right and to take care of each other. And on drphil.com, we're going to have a list of signs that you can look for to see if your child is being bullied, because they won't come tell you because they're not proud of it. We also have a list of signs that your child might be the bully, because every bully has a parent. So look to see whether your child is being bullied or is a bully. Those things are on drphil.com. We'll have them in a list. It's your job as parents to look at them. Next, a wife who wants to bully her husband away from the all-you-can-eat buffet. She says his "I don't care if I die" attitude will kill him if she can't get through to him today. She says, I am her last hope. We're going to meet them when we come back. My next guest, Faith, is a stay-at-home mom with one big problem. Her husband, Nick. She says he would rather be more than 100 pounds over his ideal weight and risk having a heart attack than be what he calls skinny and miserable. Take a look.
My husband, Nicholas, could care less about his weight and is not concerned about his health whatsoever.
My height is 5'9". My weight's 285. And in an ideal world, I think I'd want to be 200 pounds.
The word words working out are not in his vocabulary. Nick's favorite line is, "I would rather be fat and happy
than skinny and miserable."
It upsets both me and my children because we do not believe that.
The society wants everybody to be small and skinny and fit and in shape, and to me that's a waste of time.
I am constantly having to nag and bitch at him being one of those wives just to try to get him to eat healthier and exercise. Are you going to eat burger going?
I'm not bump on a log, being lazy all day and doing chores around the house. Even when I'm at work, I walk about 1.8 miles from my office and from my car to my office in the morning.
That level of physical activity is... Nicholas comes from a very big Italian family that has a history of heart disease and heart attacks.
I currently have a clean bill of health.
Nick needs to wake up and change his life now. Otherwise, he's not going to have a family anymore. He'll be dead.
But Nick is not the only one in the family. Faith battles her own image every day, every time she looks in the mirror.
No matter how hard I try to lose weight or how much I work out, I don't lose any weight. I'm 5'4". I weigh 224 pounds. My goal would be to lose 90 to 100 pounds. I don't like to leave the house. I always feel like everybody's looking at me, whispering, "Look at that fat thing. She's disgusting."
I'll try to cheer her up by giving her something she enjoys.
Things like a bowl of ice cream or a plate of cheese and crackers to share in bed. I'm trying to live a healthy lifestyle and lose weight. Nick sabotages it.
One old boy to another. You weigh what, 285?
Yeah, 285.
You cannot be happy weighing 285. Do you have trouble tying your shoes?
Yeah. I mean, you know, if I bend over, I might be out of breath.
Yeah, okay.
It's a lean meat.
And you want to lose weight too, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I've been busting my ass.
But you work at it, right?
Yes, I do. Very hard.
And like you say, you skip lunch, you only eat vegetables.
For the most part, I eat only fruits and vegetables.
Right.
Healthy
Well,
snacks.
I went on your Facebook page recently, like October 4th, 2015, 2:12 p.m. Nick wanted to watch the game, so we came out early to try a place I've never been before, the party. I'm not impressed. Let's see here. Is that a vegetable?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, the 13th of September, 11:08. Breakfast pizza and the biggest apple fritter I've ever seen. I love living in the country. What is a breakfast pizza?
It has scrambled eggs on it.
It has vegetables on it.
It's scrambled eggs, vegetables. There's some bacon on it. And I only tried a bite of the apple fritter, and I had one piece of the breakfast pizza.
My God, that apple fritter looks good, though, doesn't it?
He loved that apple fritter.
Yeah. Okay, then September 2nd. I got footlongs. Okay. Then August 29th, I told Nick that he could only keep the queue I want if he gets me my hot wings that are better than any place in Buffalo, and something I won't say here. So we agreed to share 20 amazing wings for $12. Oh, what is this?
It's a burger.
That's a big one. Okay.
It's filled mostly with vegetables.
Ice cream cake. It what?
There's a lot of vegetables on it.
Okay, ice cream cake for dessert. Lemonade is homemade, real. Okay. I look at patterns. And when you look at the patterns, it kind of adds up, right? When you really are disciplined, you'll make the sacrifices, work hard at it, stick with it, go back and weigh, and you've lost like 1 pound. Mm-hmm. How frustrating is that?
It's horrible.
Yeah, but
it's
the
not
point
an
is,
thing.
whatever you try, you just don't get results.
Yes.
All right, that's going to change. Well, I've done the research. He's overweight. He should be about 100 pounds less. Now, as we go to break, I want to do a little test. Stand up if you would for me. You're about 100 pounds overweight.
Yep.
Okay, this is a weight belt. That's about 40 pounds. Okay, slip your arm through there. Okay, that's about 40 pounds, okay? Does that feel heavy?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And there's 30 pounds. There's 30 pounds more. Okay, that's what you carry an extra on you right now.
Yep.
Okay? Now, does that feel heavy?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, as we go to break, we're going to walk around a little bit. We'll be right back. We'll walk around a little bit.
Will desperate pleas from Nick's children
Daddy, I love you, and I don't want you to have a heart attack.
convince him to change his I don't care attitude and commit to living a long and healthy life?
What do you think about what they have to say?
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil, Oprah is back.
I done good raising you.
Don't miss an incredible daytime event.
Would you have found it? Am I taking over?
If you do take over, it's okay.
Only on Dr. Phil tomorrow.
We're back, and he's pretty stout, old boy. He's hanging in pretty good, but it gets pretty heavy, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me have this one. We'll set that one down there. We'll set this one down there. And we'll get this one off of you here. Now, let's take this walk again. Remember, we went down these steps. Go up here. Oh, you're speed freak now.
It's like a weight off my shoulders, right?
Yeah. So how much easier is that walk now?
About 100 pounds easier.
Yeah. Like you're king of the world now, right?
Well, I can lift my arms past here, right?
Yeah. So that same trip with 100 pounds off of you, I mean, it really is noticeably different, right?
Yeah.
And the point is, you carry that around with you every day, all day. And when you do that, it wears you out, takes a lot of energy, and your heart is pumping, and a healthy heart pumps through 60,000 miles of blood vessels a day, which takes you around the world and around and around and around. You're pumping 20,000 extra miles of blood vessels a day. That's 3/4 of the way around the world every day for that extra weight you got on your body. Now, the heart's a pump. You know what pumps do? They move volume, right?
Yeah.
And when they move volume, they eventually wear out, right? That's what you worry about, right? What do you think about what I'm saying?
I just want him to get healthy, and I want to figure out how to get healthy. I worry about him because he's so damn stubborn.
What's your son say about this?
He will just go up to him and just give him a hug and tell him that he's afraid that he's going to die because of his big belly. He doesn't want to be alone.
I wanted Nick to listen closely as Faith and her children imagine their lives without him. I want you to watch this very closely.
My biggest fear is that if Nick does not take control of his lifestyle and nutritional habits, that he will not be here to see our children grow up and grow old with me.
I just want you in my life, because if you don't, then my life will be crushed.
My children would not know what to do with their lives. They would be completely lost without him.
I want you to see me at all my cheer competitions.
If Nick was not here, he would miss everything.
Daddy, I don't want you to die. I want you to see me in graduation. I want you to see me marry someone. I want you to be a grandfather for my children.
Daddy, I want you in my life forever and be proud of me. I want you to see me when I get my doctorate. I want you to walk me down the aisle when I get married. I want you to meet my kids when I have kids.
I do not want to have to tell my kids that their father's in the hospital because he had a heart attack or he had a stroke.
Daddy, I love you and I don't want you to have a heart attack.
It is very important to me that the children never have to go and visit their father's grave. It's something that they are already worrying about at 11 and 12 years old.
All we wanted was you all of our lives.
Daddy, I love you and I just want you healthy again.
What do you think about what they have to say?
I want all those things too. So,
you know, the truth is that the risk of you having catastrophic events, cardiovascularly, go up dramatically. And it's true for both of you. And you say, well, I'm healthy at this point. You know, you're healthy till you're not. You know, all of these things that can happen to you are causes of death: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, triglycerides, diabetes, coronary heart disease, strokes, these things. And let me tell you, I come from a family that is full of people that are morbidly obese. It's very real to me, and that's why I've done research about it. I wrote a book 10 years ago about this, and I've written a book now called The 2020 Diet. And it's about turning your weight loss vision into reality. And when I did this, I looked at why diets fail. I did a survey of people all across the nation. People don't succeed on diets because they get hungry, because they have cravings, because they have feelings of restriction. It's impractical. Temptations, results are inconsistent. They hit plateaus. It's costly, all of those things. And I knew if I didn't come to something that dealt with those issues, that it was going to just be the same. And so that's exactly what I did. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what I want you to do and how I want you to do it right after the break. We'll be right back. Look, I don't want you to be skinny. When I put together the 2020 diet, one thing I understood is you cannot be hungry, you cannot be bored, you cannot want to rebel, and you need to get results, and you need to get them right now so you don't say, I'm giving this up. And if you get a healthy meal, you treat it as a snack, right? You say, okay, here's a healthy meal. Okay, that's an appetizer. Now give me some ribs.
Yeah.
Okay? There are three types of hunger. One is physical hunger. That's where your body needs nutrition. Then there's mind hunger. That's where you just tell yourself you're hungry. You're eating emotionally. And then there's habit hunger. You eat because this is when you usually eat. A lot of people come home from work, they go into the garage, they come through the kitchen, and they will graze 2,000 calories on their way to go back and change clothes. You have habit hunger, and you have mind hunger, and you need to get those out of the way. Do you consider yourself an addict? You are addicted to sugar, you are addicted to salt, you are addicted to fat. Give me just a few days to get you off of those substances. I guarantee you a week later, you'll pick up something that has all of that in it, and you'll go, oh my God, I cannot believe I've been putting this stuff in my mouth all of this time. You are addicted to it. I'm going to give you guys this program, and it's got 3 phases. And I'm going to put the dots so close together that you cannot fail. You are going to succeed on this if you will just do what it says. Now, I said there were 3 phases. Phase 1, you're going to build momentum. It's going to set you on a new path because you're going to detoxify from all of these things that you're now addicted to. You're going to choose your meals and snacks, and you're going to learn to distinguish between the 3 kinds of hunger that we've talked about. Phase 2 is so important because we're going to introduce some new foods to you. There are going to be power proteins, and then there are going to be some super starches and fit fats. What you're going to find is you can feed your body things that get it moving, get you where you're active metabolically, so you get rid of the fat that you're storing. You're going to learn to rely on flavors other than this salt and sugar that you've been addicted to. You can splurge safely. And we're going to start using the 30-second burn burst exercise programs. Phase 3, you're going to continue your weight loss. You're going to learn that you can actually dine out without slowing your progress. And you're going to discover variety. This is so you don't get bored and rebel. And if you will let me detox you from that and replace it with some different flavors and some different foods, you will be shocked that you have been pumping that stuff into your body all of this time. I'm going to give you 20 foods across 20 days, and you will not be hungry. If you will eat those 20 foods for 20 days, you will be stunned. I mean stunned at what happened. I've been doing this for a while, and I'm talking about foods that stick to your ribs, almonds, peanut butter, natural, pistachios, all kinds of things, yogurt, eggs, fish. And I'm going to give you 80 recipes that are easy to do. And this is not expensive stuff. For the $12 you were spending on wings, you can put together a meal that will feed your entire family. And this book is a #1 New York Times bestseller, and people have been on it, and the results are unbelievable. There is even an app that will tell you straight up what you need to do. You put it on your phone, you pull it up, it'll give you the menu, exactly what to do. It'll tell you what to order if you go to a restaurant. It'll tell you what to fix for lunch. You don't have any decisions to make. The dots are very close together. And I will guarantee you, if you will do this, you will be shocked at what happens. And when I say there's variety here, put the dots close together, will you actually do this?
I will. My only concern is that I don't feel hungry very often, or I'll take a few bites and I feel full.
Okay, you need to eat 4 meals a day. You have to feed your body. You cannot starve yourself to a lesser weight. Your body goes into survival mode. You have to feed yourself. That's what I'm telling you. You're going to find yourself saying, I'm not hungry, but I'm going to tell you you've got to eat anyway. The whole point is don't get hungry. You should never be hungry. You're afraid of being hungry, right? You don't want to feel deprived and punished.
Yeah, when you eat healthy foods or go on certain diets, usually the portions are very small and you're hungry after, so then you're looking for something else.
But if I can do this where you don't feel hungry, then you're not going to feel like you're being punished. You're not going to feel like you're a prisoner of war.
Right.
We're going to use foods that have those thermogenic properties. Coconut oil, green tea, mustard, walnuts, and olive oil. And I'm not telling you to go home and drink olive oil or eat mustard. You put these substances in the foods that we're going to give you in phase 1, 2, and 3. It activates those foods so they're more effective for you. Really importantly, research has shown that certain foods can have a thermogenic effect. And there are 3 sources of thermogenesis, and one of them is diet-induced thermogenesis. That's very important. Okay, you can do that, right? As long as you're not suffering and you're not hungry?
If I don't feel hungry, then it's not punishing to me.
Right. Ready to get real? Go to drphil.com for advice on relationships, parenting, finances, and more. Plus, weigh in on your favorite episodes, share your stories, and find support in the Dr. Phil community. When you sign up for the community, you will automatically be subscribed to the Dr. Phil Show newsletter. Log on to drphil.com today. I'm going to be on you like a duck on a June bug. Okay? We're going to follow this. If you think I'm lying about this work, take a quick look at this. Did you two miss your connecting flight to the show because you were drinking beer and eating at Panda Express at the airport?
Ball dropped.
How much weight have you lost?
I've lost, I think I'm at 108, and I'm still losing. I'm right at 60 and still going.
What was the spark?
You were a big spark. Because we said, he thinks we're not going to do it. We're going to do it. Yeah, that was a big spark.
almost 200 pounds between them, had failed on everything they had ever tried. And you said that's why you wrote in.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think that they were going to lose anything because of how stubborn they seemed with the Panda Express. I thought of him immediately with that. When I saw their results, I had to write in.
If they can do it, he can do it?
Yeah, I hope I can eat enough, yes.
Yes, you can. I'm telling you, you have to stop this idea of starving yourself. Look, if you want your own copy of 2020 Diet, it's available anywhere books are sold. And everyone in the audience, you're going home with a copy today. All right? I know we live in an environment where we're always on the go, so I'm proud to say you can also go to the 2020 Diet app. If you want to download your own 2020 app, you can go to iTunes or Google Plays. Look, I want to thank all of my guests today. We're going to follow these guys very, very closely. We're going to see a whole lot less of you next time we see you. We're going to see a whole lot less of you next time we see you. We'll see you next time. We're going to do this for you and for your kids. So if you seriously can get this done. All right, we're going to get this done, okay? All right, thanks so much.